Hi, Fred Ray Lybrand here, and I'd like to take a moment and share with you a very strategic way to help your young writer learn to write. There's a common problem, and that is a child can have so many mistakes, so many corrections, that unfortunately that child is overwhelmed. I'm going to share with you exactly what you can do that will completely transform this. It's just one move, one simple thing that you focus on in the grading process. So to get there, we have to start with a mindset change. You've heard this before, but I want to stress it. And that is that perfectionism is not your friend. Progress, being a progressionist, is. You see, I've come to understand that education is fundamentally about skill development, not knowledge. And in writing, it's about skill development, getting your child to the place where he or she is able, capable, and effective at teaching themselves to write. So if you're a progressionist, you want to make progress. This is where we go wrong. Well, we had our children, our 5 children we homeschooled. One is a writer in Washington, D.C., an editor, and 3 of the others have all written books, multiple together. The way we did it was to have them write 3 pages every day. When they're younger, maybe 1 page. But 3 pages, skipping every other line, and then we gave feedback in a very particular way. Here's what we learned. Here's what you can use today. And that's simply to quit correcting everything. If you have a child that is having multiple issues in grammar and punctuation, all you need to do is conquer one thing this week or this month. Conquer another the next month. Well, you might wonder, how do you do that? The way you do that is very simple. You pick out one thing. You tell the child that's what we're going to focus on until you master it. So commonly, children might not use periods at the end of a sentence. Focus on that. Mark those places. Have the child rewrite the sentence or the portion of the sentence, probably the whole one. When you lay it out every other line, there's room for them to write on the page their corrections. And when they write those corrections, they'll add a period. And they'll start tuning in that periods go at the end of a sentence. Maybe it's capitalization at the beginning. Focus just on that until they get it right. Perhaps they don't know how to use quote marks. They don't know about a comma, quote, capitalize the word all the way to the end, period, close quote. Or maybe they don't know beginning with a quote, quote, capitalized sentence, comma, close quote, she said. Just focus on that. If it's a grammar point, if they don't know to put I after another name, Jim and I, and they like to do Jim and me, or they do I and Jim, or me and Jim, well, just practice what you want them to learn. Just correct for that. Don't worry about anything else. You have time. And as that foundation is built, it is magic because they conquer one thing, then another. And as Emerson pointed out, the greater part of courage is having done it before. You're on a great path. Be a progressionist in your grading. I hope that helps.